Welcome to this pick a pile. I'm Felicity if you're new here. I hope that you guys are all well. So you can go ahead and pick pile number 1, 2, or 3. Feel free to pause the video, close your eyes, take a couple of deep breaths, and just, ask yourself, ask your soul, your intuition on which pile you should pick, 1, 2, or 3. Please know that you can watch all of them, okay? Or if you feel really guided to watch 1 and 3, then you can do that as well. Take what resonates, leave what does not, as this is a general collective reading. And it's also want to let you know that I have the Gemini season workshop that is still available, and it is free this month. I decided to make the workshop free this month just as a little gift from me to you or to anyone that wants to take the workshop. It includes a tarot reading with lots of guidance and messages, a workbook that has journal prompts but also rituals in there, plus a lot more. And a guided meditation that you can download to keep. And this guided meditation is all around connecting to your higher self and receiving some guidance that way as well. I also have my tarot course that is available. This is a go at your own pace tarot course. It's an intuitive tarot course, meaning that you're learning the traditional tarot, but also learning how to interpret and read the tarot intuitively, meaning from your intuition and your own psychic senses. Fantastic for beginners, or those that are, kind of been using tarot for a bit but want to dive deeper into the tarot. As well. So it's just a wonderful, wonderful course that I poured my whole entire heart and soul into, and something that I have been called to do for a really long time when it comes to the self-paced one. I've been using oracle cards for 20 years now, and I've been using tarot for nearly a decade. So I've got a lot of experience when it comes to using tarot and divination in general. So yeah, you can check that out at intothefiremysteryschool.com. You can check below as well in the description box for the links directly there. I also have a membership for women. This is a beautiful, sacred, and very safe space to connect with other like-minded souls. This is where I do exclusive readings for the members, so for each month, and for the full moons and the new moons, we do full moon workshops and circles, women's circles. There's some libraries in there as well with resources around intuitive development, meditations, energy clearing, stuff like that. But it's just a really beautiful and safe space where your soul can just expand and grow while your human can just also rest and be really nourished too. So again, that's at intothefiremysteryschool.com, or you can check the box below. But let's get into this, okay? So pile 1, 2, or 3. We're going to start with pile number 1, okay? Now, I've already pulled a couple of cards for each pile, but I'm also going to elaborate with further cards too. I forgot to set my timer, so I'm just going to quickly set it. Okay, fantastic. All right, so pile number 1, welcome. Please be sure to let me know in the comments if these messages resonate for you. Okay, all right. Okay. Okay. There is a really deep call right now for you to really connect within and connect to the body. The best way to be able to hear the whispers of your body, the wisdom of your body, the intuition and the calls of your soul is to learn how to get very in the body. And we can do this through somatic exercises. Of course, we can do this through meditations. There's many different ways that we can do this, but it's making sure we're getting into the body. There's also a message coming through here around grounding. Really important for you to ground at this time. You can do this. My favorite way is just connect to the earth. Connecting directly to Mother Gaia. You might be interested in working with Mother Gaia. You might be feeling the call to work with her directly. But you can also just be connecting to the earth by sitting underneath the tree with your back against the tree, or you can be placing your feet on the ground, envisioning roots growing from the soles of your feet into the earth and just spreading out like that. It's a really great way for grounding. Eating nourishing foods that come from the ground too, okay? So you could think of like herbs and lettuces and vegetables and things like that too as well are really great. But there's a real call to get into the body right now. The reason why that is of what is coming through is that there is a message that is wanting to be received by you, okay? So being able to get that into your consciousness. And it's coming directly from within. It's a whisper from the body, but it's also a whisper from the soul. So getting in, finding some quiet space, grounding your energy and connecting. One thing that you can do is you can actually ask yourself, or you can write it down on a piece of paper and ask, like, what is it that my body wants me to know, or what is it that my soul wants me to know, and then ground your energy outside and then sit there, and you can just close your eyes and repeat that question and then pause, go into a light meditation. If you know how to kind of shift your consciousness, you can do that, but just going into a light meditation, some nice breaths, and just allow the message to be received, okay? And then you can write down any insights in a notebook. So that's a great way that you can do that as well. There's also a message coming through here around about feeling like really physically drained. If you've been feeling really physically drained, it's like get connecting to the earth, okay? Get back into the body. Listening to your body as well. If you're feeling like your back's really sore, maybe it might be time to get a massage or some acupuncture, something like that. Or you might even be carrying some emotions that need to be released. What I am hearing here is forgiveness. I am not one to tell anybody to go and forgive, okay? It's just not what I do. I think that people decide that for themselves, but it can be even releasing any resentments or built up resentments towards another, towards the past, towards the current situation, okay, towards the universe, okay? But it's like anything that we're harboring that is causing potential physical pain in the body is being called to be released. And we can do this through somatic practices or somatic practices, somatic exercises, or working with a somatic practitioner can be really beneficial for helping release those. Journaling is a great way too of tapping into that as well. And allowing it to flow out of your body in whatever way is needed. Sometimes that's through a good cry. Sometimes that is through picking up your pillow and throwing it on the ground over and over and over again just to get that out, or putting on some music that just makes you move your body. Whatever way, this is where the wisdom of your body comes in. You need to listen to that. So that's something coming through there. I'm just going to grab a tarot for you guys as well. So some extra message please here for pile number 1. Okay, it's too many. Thank you. We have the Fool. I love this. Fresh starts, new beginnings, learning something new, though I am hearing with this as well with the Fool. There is something to be learnt here, learning something new about yourself as well. There's a call to something. You've been feeling it for a while. There's a call to start something new. There's a new path, a new avenue, a new direction that you're being called towards. And you might not have the full clarity around it yet, but you feel the inner calling, you feel the inner almost yearning for some of you, because I feel like for some of you it's something you've been feeling for a really long time, but you're lacking the clarity on what that is. So the message is to again ground, get into the body, connect to the intuition, the soul, and listen, okay? Receive the guidance that way. Automatic writing can be a great one too, okay, to connect with that. And any heavy energy of harboring any emotions that no longer belong to you or no longer serve you, like there needs to be a way for you to release those, okay? Lift them. Like when I say release them, I mean literally remove them from your body, okay? Things like craniosacral can be really good for that too, but again, just somatic exercises or in whatever way works best for you is going to be the best way. And with that, there's going to be feeling a lot more lighter, less physical pain in the body, and this pep in your step and ready to take on the world and ready to start anew. Okay. All right, I'm going to pull just a little card here from the Moon Magic deck. Okay, it's just a tiny little one. They tend to have a little small message on here. So message to close this out, please, for pile number 1. I will not remain stuck. I choose change. I will not remain stuck. I choose change. You will not remain stuck in harboring old resentments or, stuck emotions. You won't remain stuck in a situation that you know is not good for you, right? And if you need to remove yourself from somebody or a situation or a job or something like that, it's connecting to the body and listening to the intuition. I'm not going to tell you if it's a job situation to just up and leave, okay? Unless you got a 6 months of savings there to support you in the meantime while you try and find or figure it out what it is that you want to do, okay? Because the world is not going to be very accommodating for just upping and leaving with no extra plan. But there's this tune in and listen. Like, what is your soul calling you towards? Some of you might be wanting to discover more of your purpose, or you feel like there's something more for you. Okay, so tune in, ground, connect to the earth element, which will help you connect more to yourself, which will help you become unstuck, which will help you be able to move forward and release things that need to be removed and released from your life, from your body, from the decisions and choices that you make. And it's like making new decisions and choices that are going to support your vision, support where it is that you want to go. And that is what's going to bring in this beautiful full energy. And you're moving into this new beginning, fresh start with a feeling of being much lighter as well. Okay, pile number 1, I hope that resonates. Let me know in the comments below if it does. And we're going to move on now to pile number 2. Okay, pile number 2, welcome. If this resonates, please pop it in the comments below. Love to hear from you. Let's get stuck into it. Okay, so I've got a couple of cards I've already pre-pulled, but I also have here some tarot and another card I'm going to pull separately once we kind of get a bit into this. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. If you are stuck in indecision, okay, if you are just stuck in indecision, finding yourself at a crossroads, it's going to be really important for you to lean into the intuition. But it's also, I'm hearing as well as like lean into spirit, lean into God, lean into the universe, the divine, however you choose to, whatever term resonates with you, okay? I am getting the energy here of praying as well. This could be, though, part of your prayer could be some spell work. Part of your prayer could just be talking out loud to your guides, your spirit team, to the universe, to God, or it can be the actual ritual of prayer too. Sometimes as well, when we're stuck at a crossroads and we're not sure what to do, we almost feel like our body goes into freeze. And we look around and we go, I've done everything in my control, but I still just don't kind of really know what to do, or I feel stuck and I'm not sure how to move through this. One of the best things that you can do during that time is to give it completely over to spirit and say, like, for example, my mother used to always say, like, just let go and let God. And the amount of times that I have done that, and then it's just miraculous things have happened, is wild. I have so many experiences of that. And so sometimes we do just need to let go and let the universe, surrender, releasing what we cannot control, or releasing the feel of like, I need to control this outcome, I need to control this decision, especially if it's someone else's, right? We can't do that. So releasing your need to control, releasing your need to know on how things work out as well, letting go and letting God, going into prayer too, or doing some manifestation ritual can be really beautiful as well, of what you want to bring in, but connect to the intuition and what it is that you're really wanting to create for yourself, not what's coming from the ego mind too. The other thing I have here as well with you guys is like, there's a need to surrender comparisons with other people. So don't compare your path to another. Okay, we're all on our own complete unique journey, and it's going to look really different for everybody. So please do not compare your day 1 to someone else's day 100. Like, you guys know that saying, right? So, or your year 1 to someone's 2015 year. Okay, we can't compare that, and we shouldn't compare that. So just keep your eyes on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, focus on your own inner power, focus on your own abilities, what is incredible about you. Like, focus on that, stick with that, and that will help as well. Because what I'm getting here is, like, if you're looking around, like if you're at a crossroads and an indecision, and you're looking and comparing around what everyone else is doing, and like, oh, maybe I should be doing that, or maybe I should be doing that, that's taking you out of the body and away from the intuition and away from the soul. Bring it back in so you can connect and listen and actually remove that block like that and continue walking on your path, or take a little bit of a right or take a little bit of a left. Okay. That's the energy coming through here, but you need to listen to your own intuition, your own soul on that. But give what you can't, like, give what you can't control to the universe, okay? Manifesting from the heart, praying from the heart, doing rituals from the heart is all going to be very beneficial for you around this time. Okay, what else is good? Ooh, okay, they want to come out. Oh, okay. All right. Interesting. If you're in an indecision around a relationship, around a connection, okay, yeah, you need to not compare like other relationships to your relationship. You need to not compare maybe a friend's path of like, oh, they're already married, they already have children, and I don't. Is that what I should be doing? Even though right now you don't feel ready for it, or maybe you do, okay, whatever. But it's like, you just need to focus on your own lane is what I'm getting, your own path, because it will unfold beautifully for you that way. Okay, let's lose the comparisons. Comparison is the thief of joy. You guys would have heard that before too. If your current situation is involving another person, it is coming through more romantically, but hey, this could be platonic friendship, something like that. It's like, you can't control a decision someone else makes. You can't control another person. We can't. And sometimes we try to, people can try to do that as a sense of wanting to create safety within themselves, but it's like you need to cultivate that for yourself and not feel like you've got to have control of this and control of that and control of that in order to feel safe. And I don't mean like controlling another person. That's not what I'm talking about in the form of manipulation. I'm just talking about like, controlling the situation, controlling the relationship maybe, or wanting someone to change as well, and maybe they're not willing to or want to or ready to, and so you're at a crossroads of like, okay, well, what do I do? But it's like, leave the comparison behind, especially what you see on the internet. Okay, well, please remember that majority of what you see on social media is just highlight reels, so just remember that. But it's, yeah, that's coming through quite strongly here as well. If you're wanting a reunion with somebody or getting back together with someone, you just got to let go and let God, and trust what is for your highest good will take place. If it's for your highest good and it's meant to come back, it will. But go and live your life, okay? If it's not for your highest good and there's something so much better for you, it won't come back. So just focus on yourself, focus on what you're doing, where you're heading, where you're going to as well. There's also a message here around about nourishing the inner child, connecting to the inner child, creating a stronger connection with yourself too. And if you're wanting to manifest it, like a romantic divine partnership, right? Like you're single and you're like, I really want to meet someone that's just amazing and great, and I'm seeing this person and that person has it. Like, where's mine? Why is it not my turn yet? Again, comparison, stop. You are on your own path, your own journey. Okay? Pray about it. Do a ritual around it, but just let go and let God, meaning just like allow it to take place the way it's going to take place. Continue focusing on yourself. That will help it a lot. Okay. Okay, that's kind of it that's coming for you guys. I'm going to get one here from the Moon Magic deck. Just a little message to close this out for pile number 2, please. Okay. What was on the bottom here, by the way? Okay, yeah, all right. I accept renewal and delight in fresh starts. Okay, I accept renewal and delight in fresh starts. So maybe even if you're in a current connection and you're just desiring a fresh start in it, okay, great, you can cultivate that, you can create it. You can't control what the other person does though, okay? So you both got to be on board for that. But also just accepting renewal for yourself. Maybe something's come to an end, or you're at a crossroads, or you're not sure what to do. It's like, just understand that a fresh start brings so much beautiful renewal and delight. Excuse me. Being sure to speak your truth and speak up for yourself as well. Okay, speak into existence what it is that you want. Speak to God, speak to your spirit team. What is it that you want? And choose to take a higher perspective and widen your views. So I choose to take a higher perspective and widen my views. Lift off your current situation. See it so that you can see for what it really is. Look at it through the eyes of God. Look at it through the eyes of the universe. Look at it through the eyes of your higher self and your soul. Okay? That will help like widen your view so you can see a bit more. Because when we're at the crossroads, it's like we can't really see a whole lot. So go up into a higher perspective, view it from that way, and your view will widen. Okay, you'll be able to see more as well. But really focus on yourself. Don't compare to others. Let go, let God. Surrender to the universe. Surrender the need to control and release that need to control. Tap into the body, to the intuition, to help navigate any sort of indecision or crossroads too. Okay, and if something is meant to be, it will be. But do not stop living your life waiting. Okay, because sometimes that can create that crossroads. That can create like a blockage, and we don't want that to happen. Go and live your life. What will be will what will be. Make decisions from the intuition, the soul. That'll be helpful. Okay. All right, pile number 2. Thank you for watching, and I hope that resonates. Okay, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading, pile number 3. Please let me know in the comments below if these messages resonate with you. I've already pulled a couple of cards before I started, but I'm also going to pull some tarot too, another little message to close it out. Let's have a look here. Okay. Okay, first thing that I'm hearing is discipline is needed. Discipline is needed. You need to trust more of your inner voice, okay? Trust more of your inner voice. Trust where it's calling you towards, okay? Where it's guiding you as well. Okay, thank you. I'm seeing a blank canvas, and okay, thank you. So I'm seeing a blank canvas with a whole bunch of like really colorful paints on the side. And message here is you get to create what it is that you want. But Spirit is saying create from the soul, create from the intuition, don't create from the ego mind. Okay, so trusting your inner voice, trusting that guidance, okay, will lead you and guide you correctly. Being really disciplined as you paint this canvas of what it is you're wanting to create for yourself, whether it's a new chapter, a new life, something in business, relationship, whatever it is. It's like you have to then also take the tangible action steps of discipline of how are you showing up? How are you showing up for yourself? What are your habits? What are your routines? You know, what's going on in your inner world that might need to be cleared out, whatever it is. But it's like being really disciplined with the steps that you know you need to physically take in order to be a part of that co-creation and create that beautiful painting you're going to paint on this blank canvas of everything you're wanting to create. If you're unsure what to do, or you're unsure, you're like, I can't really hear my inner voice, or I don't really know what it is I want to create, then go into some sort of like light meditation, or do some journaling or some automatic writing. Something like that will be really helpful. And just kind of cultivate some really inner peace for yourself, okay? Maybe that some of you want to create more inner peace in your life. Spirit's like, if you want to create more inner peace, just make sure you still have that like discipline, meaning that sometimes the choices and decisions that we make or how we go about life and our daily life can create more stress than it does peace. And so it's looking at our side of the street and being really, radical honesty for self and going, okay, this is actually how I'm contributing to my own inner chaos or my own chaos or my own stresses. I need to be really disciplined to change those behaviors, change those patterns, change those habits and routines, be really disciplined in that so I can experience and cultivate so much more inner peace on a daily basis, okay? Meditation is coming through really strongly for you guys though. So a lot of meditation. You can do guided meditation, you can do walking meditations, just sit out in nature even. Sit out in nature and maybe do a vision board. Or I know it's kind of like basic 101 of manifesting, but it's a great tool. It's a great way, especially if you're a visual person, it's a great way to visualize and see in front of you what it is that you want, okay? What it is that you're wanting to create. But can sit there and meditate and connect to the inner soul, your inner wisdom, your intuition, and let that guide you for what you are putting on this vision board, what you're painting on this blank canvas, because it'll be so much more fulfilling than if it's coming from the ego mind. Okay, that's coming through. All right, let's see what else here. Some of you though might be wanting to explore more of your own creativity. Okay, if you're feeling called for that, called to that, go and explore it. Go and buy some arts and crafts, go and do some painting, go and take a painting class or a jewelry making class or something, or a writing class. Like go and write a short story, like something around creativity. Okay, is coming through. Okay. So it's interesting. I have the 10 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. Very opposite energy. I mean, the 10 of Cups is like emotional fulfillment, a lot of inner peace, a lot of happiness in relationship, in friendship, in home life, just within, feeling that inner peace, right? Like I said, feeling really joyful, feeling like there's just miracle after miracle after miracle. But the reminder, and this is maybe what you're wanting to literally create and paint on your canvas, is the 10 of freaking Cups. But then we have the 8 of Swords, and the 8 of Swords is like being stuck in fear or being stuck in our mind, being stuck in the old stories as well that we've created, our old self-limiting beliefs, our old belief systems that we know just no longer align or resonate. Maybe even old value systems that we need to recreate. Like this whole like blank canvas could be also creating a brand new version of yourself, like the higher version, that the next version of yourself on your path that is for your highest good, so your highest path as well. But the 8 of Swords is that reminder of like, if you feel stuck or if you feel like, I don't know what it is that I want, it's like you can get out of the 8 of Swords energy really easily. It's where we feel stuck and it doesn't feel really good, but it's like we can get out of it. We're actually, it's the illusion that we're tied up, okay, when we're actually not. So remembering too that sometimes those fears that pop in or the negative self-talk, the negative self-talk is crap, okay? That is something that we can do as individuals, but we need to retrain ourselves to talk to ourselves so much nicer, okay, and become so much kinder to ourselves as well. And if you're not sure where to go, you're not sure what to create, and you feel like you can't trust yourself at the moment, or you can't trust your intuition, or you're thinking to yourself, I don't like where I am, and I actually don't believe that I can reach this, the 10 of Cups. I don't believe I can do that. That is very self-limiting. Have a look at your daily habits. Have a look at how you show up for yourself, okay, with the discipline energy here. You can accomplish what you set your mind to. But what we need to remember as well with, like, if you've heard of the compound effect before, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, it's basically when we make small choices and decisions every single day that our future self will thank us for. Be like, so glad that you did that back then. Okay, so it's like doing small things every day that nurture us, that nurture our dreams, that create new neural pathways, new habits, new routines, you know, all of that kind of stuff, new patterns that is so much more serving, all of that kind of stuff. What that does is that over time, okay, over time creates the compound effect, meaning all of it creates such a bigger effect. All of a sudden, you're living the life you prayed for. All of a sudden, you're like, oh, my manifestation is here. Okay, it's like success comes out of it, and it's because of these daily small things that you were doing that were nourishing yourself, nourishing your soul, nourishing your mind, nourishing your spirit, nourishing your body. Okay, nourishing the relationships around you, nourishing the relationship with yourself, that are just for your highest path. Just think of that version of you that's living the life that you are wanting to create for yourself. Think of her or him, okay? Think of that version of yourself, and where they will be like, thank you. Thank you so much for going through that. Like, I can look at the version of me 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and go, thank you. Thank you so much for Thank you for leaving that toxic relationship. Thank you for listening to the whispers of your soul. Thank you for standing up for yourself. Thank you for speaking your truth. Thank you for having the courage to step into something so different and new when everyone around you looked like that you were a little crazy, and you did it. Thank you, right? Because it's so incredible now compared to what it was 5, 6 years ago. So it's that, to just think of it like that, looking back at yourself and going, thank you. And if you can look back at a version of yourself in the past and go, thank you for having the courage that you did to go through what you did, and the different choices and decisions that you made that led us to where we are now. And then think of your future version doing the same thing at the version you are now. So that's what I mean there as well. All right, guys, but it's also really important, Spirit is saying, to please create each day some inner peace for yourself. Do things that create a really feeling of inner peace, okay? But also coming to inner peace with you, okay? So just with who you are, coming at peace with who you are, coming at peace with your body, coming at peace even with life so far, okay? Doesn't mean you have to like what has taken place, or you agree with it, or that you're saying that it's acceptable. It's not what I mean, okay? It's just like, it is what it is. I can't change it. Yeah. I am magnetic to what I want. I repel what I do not want. I am magnetic to what I want. I repel what I do not want. That canvas, what you're creating on that canvas is what you're going to become like magnetic to. So it comes to you, and you do that through what you got to do on the tangible physical of it, okay? And you repel what you do not want, meaning you got some boundaries, meaning that you're not going to accept crap. You're not going to accept BS, including from like yourself, right? And you're like, I'm not going to accept the way I talk to myself. I'm not going to accept the way that I show up for myself so poorly. And same for other people, okay? Same for other situations. I'm not going to accept this into my life. Okay, or I'm not going to accept this anymore in my life, or I'm going to have a really strong boundary with this person, like whatever it is. We also have I accept renewal and delight in fresh starts, which is interesting because that came out in pile number 2, okay? So this canvas, renewal, fresh starts. So like get into the delight of what that feels like, which is very that 10 of cups energy, and create from a space of like magic and feeling really excited and all of that too. So pile number 3, that is your messages. Let me know below if that resonates. It comes to the conclusion of this pick a pile. I send you all so much love. Thank you for watching. If you are not following or have not subscribed to my channel yet, feel free to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of my videos and my readings. And again, check out Into the Fire Mystery School as well, my mystery school, for all that I have available on there. Sending you guys love. I'll see you soon.